Well, a good Sunday afternoon to you, and welcome in here to the Danville Dashers Broadcast Network. Nate Williamson joining you here with my partner in crime, Mr. Dennis Michelsen. Dennis, how you doing? A fine Sunday afternoon here in Danville.
It is crazy to be here on a Sunday afternoon / early evening. All I know is we're going to get to dinner after the game a little bit quicker, and I have a feeling we're also going to be going home very happy tonight. I rarely make predictions, but I think we have a good chance of taking the W tonight.
Yeah, I like the odds and seemingly odd circumstances here. For those of you that don't know, a little bit of a contestation when it comes to the roster for the Menor Icebreakers. They've had a tough go of things. It's slightly similar to what we saw in Danville last season after the coaching change before the announcement this season with Ray Tremblay coming in, before even Coach Rod Davidson from last year was brought in. We saw a lot of turnover in the roster, players leaving, players being cut, and that's kind of the gist of things here for Menor, as they are addressing just short of, I don't even know, not even a men's
skaters.
Sunday league.
Yeah, 11 skaters. They got one extra guy other than a line change.
I've played on broomball teams that had more players than this.
Yeah.
And that was in recreational at Champaign, Illinois. That was not even in hockey country, you know?
And they already, coming into tonight's game, were the second lowest in goals scored in the entire league, and they've lost their top 3 scorers for the season. So a lot of uncertainty on that Menor team, but one thing's for sure, those legs are going to be dead by the third period. And I think if Danville gets out to a nice lead here, can get off to a good start, they're going to bring home the W tonight.
Yeah, definitely, I would agree with that. It's interesting to kind of see this sort of circumstance, and it's not a common thing to see, is kind of what I'm going for here, but they're going to deal with it, and they still have plenty of scoring ability and plenty of hockey players that are out there to get a big win today after a loss yesterday to Port Huron. So we'll see how they're able to come out and play here in Danville after a long weekend.
Very enthusiastic, lots of energy in warm-ups for those Menor Icebreakers, so the guys that are here are going to be playing tough, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. If you're still here, you're here for a purpose, and that is to play hockey, and that means you're dedicated. So that's kind of one of those things that you'll have every once in a while in your career, and something you got to deal with. And Danville kind of trending in the opposite direction, you could argue, as they brought in 2 new players here to the rotation with the announcement that Levi Armstrong might be missing a bit of a time here with an undisclosed injury, and brought in some guys in Dom Manaccio, as we'll get used to that name, from Robert Morris and his cohort Scott Koch as well. Both of them heavy point scorers this season in the Robert Morris University Gold team. Manaccio, a big defenseman, and Koch, a goal scorer. 41 goals and 57 points total in 37 games. And for Manaccio, Robert Morris, 40 assists in 37 games. He's from Stewartsville, New Jersey. And then Koch from Plainfield, Illinois, right here, not too far from where we're at right now.
Manaccio, a big kid, and going to bring a good physical presence to this team, and also give them another good, strong defensive player here with Ben Bukal still out, and Alex Palmerville still up at the next level. Needed that extra little oomph at the defensive side, and great to bring in a nice young player with good physical abilities and also some good size.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's going to be a good game here tonight in front of a little bit smaller crowd. It is a Sunday afternoon here in some of the most beautiful weather I think we've seen in, well, all of 2020, that's for sure, but even longer than that in the end.
Yeah, March certainly coming in as a lamb this year.
Yeah, and that means it'll go out like a lion. So about the time playoffs kick off, we'll see what we're dealing with. We're going to take a momentary pause here for your national anthem, sang by Mr. Kurt Kaiser. We'll be back with you in just a second.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rent the air, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Kurt Kaiser with your national anthem there as we get ready to drop the puck between the Menor Icebreakers and the home team Danville Dashers right here at the David S. Palmer Arena. There's the lights. I was waiting on that. I was like, are we having a moment of silence and I'm rudely interrupting it? You never know.
I thought we were going to have a ceremonial puck drop.
That'd be kind of, you get a spotlight down there on the puck drop.
That'd be really cool.
That's the new XFL rules for hockey.
I like it. I like it.
It sounds kind of like something off a Goon, I'm not going to lie.
I did watch part of that movie as you
so
requested.
funny.
It was awesome.
It's so funny.
The first one, I got about halfway through it. Very, very entertaining.
They are absolutely brutal movies to watch because they're all about goons and bruisers and in an exaggerated fashion. But if you want another more serious take on kind of the goon role in the enforcer role, if you watch Ice, I think it's called Ice Guardians. It's a documentary made about the role of the enforcer and how crucial it is to avoiding massive injuries. And as you know, if you've tuned in here before, we're huge on that. So Menor wins the face-off here as we get underway at the David S. Palmer Arena. It's played around here. That was Dominic Horvath. He's passing it back and forth here. Now it's into the Danville zone, and it's Seth Ensor on it first. Comes around the boards here. Henry Berger going to have a stab at it. He's playing against Zelok for it. Patrick Zelok gets it for a moment. Now we're coming down the left-hand side with Danville. Jesse Nayer tries to make a move. Dmitry Daniliuk does enough to get it away, though, and now Menor coming in and have a shot. That one blocked up there nicely by the Danville defense and played into the boards. Now played up the boards. Seth Ensor sends it down into the Menor defensive zone. Daniliuk on it again. He'll be a huge factor for them tonight. And Menor linking together some nice passing here. Some good bounces even when they're intercepted. And this one played off the boards. Shift changes early and often here as Menor looks to keep as many legs fresh as they can. Might be a tall task. Murray with it. Murray with a shot wide left. Atkins. Atkins tries to dump it back to Hawgood. Logan Hawgood passes it in. Comes off the boards to Atkins. Atkins with it. Looks for a pass right in front of net, just out of the reach of number 61, Scott Koch. This one flipped down the zone. May not make it as far enough to get icing. It could have been played, so it's waved off. Dump back by Murray. Played that one back to Atkins. Atkins to Murray. Back to Atkins down the left-hand side. He's pushing. Gets past one. Retains possession along the boards. Pushed it backwards. A nice defensive play there by Mark Steele. Now it's bouncing around behind the net. Played forward in front of Danville. They're going to have an opportunity as it is Coach. Out to Denny. Denny's the shot. Rebound is thrown in, but saved up there nicely by Kent Nussbaum. And just to go over those starting lineups, for Danville, Jesse Gordichuk starting in net, Patrick Zelok at the left wing, Tyler Quintos at the right wing, Jesse Nayer at the center spot, and the defensive pairing of Sam Turner and Seth Ensor. Now on the other end of the ice, it's Nussbaum, McKenzie, Berger, and Nida make off the offensive force. Horvath, Steele, and Daniliuk make up the rest. Slight switch here as we get a change.
Menor one man short out there on the ice.
And then when you're short on legs, you really don't want to put yourself in a more short situation, I would say.
No need to skate 5-on-4 here.
Not yet, anyway. Won by Danville and pushed back to the point to Brad Denny. Denny back up to the wing. Coming around the side here. Barakov, that one was redirected by Ensor, but out. Actually, Tesserero was on that one. Good to see him back on the ice.
Yeah, and AJ looked really solid in warm-ups today. Last time we were at home here, he was a little gimpy, but still playing with the thin roster.
Passed off the foot of the official there and then played back behind. A shot redirected there by Nussbaum. Out to the point for Denny. That one swallowed up by Nussbaum to his left.
Great job by AJ. Kind of scrumming for the puck along the boards, getting it out to Barakov, who let a good shot go. Nussbaum giving up the rebound, and Dashers getting another chance and almost cashing in.
A reset here on the face-off. It's won by Danville. It was played out here in the Danville side of things to Justin Browsen, but now it's thrown down the zone. Is Danville going to get a shift change? Jesse Nayer, Patrick Zelok coming out. And Danville looking to push forward and get that puck back as it runs around the boards here, and it's passed through the zone by Menor. A rough pass there is going to find Menor coming down the other way.
I think you're going to see some heavy pressure by the Dashers when the puck is in the defensive end for Menor.
Rightfully so. Dominic Horvath on it there with his defensive partner Mark Steele. You'll see them get a lot of shifts in tonight as that one turned over to Danville in their defensive zone. And now they come the other way with Seth Ensor. And Ensor's offensive abilities and his passing and chance creation really come along recently in the last couple of weeks. And earlier this weekend got his first Gordie Howe hat trick as a result. One of my favorite things, so we're all for that. And Seth was excited as well. This one played out of the defensive zone by Menor and now carried back in by Ensor. Ensor drops to Zelok. Zelok with a shot wide away. That one was blocked off with the stick by Nussbaum. Now fought for behind the net of Nussbaum and bring better around. That wasn't English. Now back out to Sam Turner.
That was almost my first language of gibberish there.
Yeah, mine is another word, but I'm not allowed to say that on the air. Now Menor coming down the left wing with it here. It's carried in by their offense and coming down and turned over to Danville. In on that one, it was Corey Mayo making a play. And now it's going to be pushed into the Menor zone and played back behind. Fred Hine is going to be pressing. And now right in front of goal, almost an opportunity there for Mitch Atkins as that one is just barely dealt with by Menor. Danville had it back for a moment. Can they keep it in? And they do with some nice stick work there by Atkins. Atkins has some spot on the right, pulls one back, a shot off the blocker.
Yes!
Goal! Early goal, Danville!
I think that was Nick Gullo on the rebound.
It was indeed Nick Gullo firing home. Mitch Atkins with the chance creation. How many times have we said that?
Mitch Atkins has been such a hard worker on offense, creating chances. Gets the puck on net. Gullo right there to clean it up, and it's 1-0. Good guys.
A lot of offensive pressure there led to a turnover and an opportunity for Mitch Atkins, who pulled one back nicely. Slotted home by Nick Gullo on the rebound, and Danville wins the ensuing faceoff as well.
With Menor such a thin bench tonight, they're having to be very conservative, and the Dashers took advantage of that.
Denny open in front here. He's got a couple men to beat. Fires one off the blockers there of Nussbaum. It's open in front here and dealt with by Menor. Skating around with it now, Brendan McKenzie. Played down the right-hand side here by Menor. It was Berger with it. Denny tries to swing at it, misses. Now dropped back by Black Nada. Menor with an offensive opportunity here as this one's played behind the net of Jesse Gordichuk. Nobody home in front, though, as it looks like it is going to be Isaiah Crawford that ended up with it, but instead taken by Alfonso Diaz. Never assume, Dennis. Never assume.
No.
Coming down the left hand, moved into the center here by Danville. This one thrown sky high, and now chasing it is Tyler Quintos. Played behind by Menor. Stringing together some nice passing here, headed to the right-hand side. Daniliuk on it now. He throws one to the left wing, and Crawford's coming the other way with it. Turned over to Quintos. A nice defensive play there by Seth Ensor led to the turnover. That one bounced around off a couple sticks here at center ice. Now Turner comes the other way with it. He holds past one. He's got a little space on the right-hand side. Fires one off the blocker, and it's out in front. Now comes out to Ensor. Ensor with a shot fired. That one went wide and behind. Now coming behind Turner with a slapper. Redirected there by Zelok off the face mask of Nussbaum. Almost an opportunity and almost another there for Zelok off the right arm of Nussbaum, and Zelok denied twice there. Redirected in on
nice.
Nussbaum. Another one open in front. Nussbaum with 5 saves there in the span of about 10 seconds, as Patrick Zelok could have had maybe 3 goals there, but Nussbaum does nicely to deal with the shots.
Nussbaum flailing around, getting the arms and legs into it, and somehow managing to keep that puck out of the net. But impressive offense by the Dashers here early.
One by Danville, played around behind. Turner fires one on. That was nicely intercepted there by Dominic Horvath. And now men are going to try and play the other way. Coming down the lane was Brendan McKenzie. Instead, it's fired up and around the boards to Nick Gullo. Gullo tried to drop that one off, but instead it's going to end up in front of Gordichuk down the left-hand side. Pulled back and nothing came of it here as they elect to regroup. Played down here in front of goal, right save, Gordichuk. That was coming off the shoulder there. Brennan McKenzie had the shot on. And they look threatening again here. A nice defensive interception by Seth Ensor, using all of his body to get that one. And Danville could have numbers if they move fast. A 3-on-3 here. Danville coming in. Now Nick Gullo with it. Passed in front. That one redirected away there by Nussbaum. Twice off the glove there as he pushes 2 away. That one was out of play, and Danville calling for a delay game. And we'll see if they get it. It looks like they're going to get it here, as it looks like it's going to be Mark Steele going to the bench.
That dreaded DOG penalty there, Nate.
The dog. Love dogs, but not in hockey so much. As we get our first Jenna Worth power play of the night. State Farm agent Jenna Worth power play, for that matter, 217-442-4698. Might even see her lovely banner flying around over there somewhere.
All the firepower out there for Danville here. Hein, Atkins, and Quintos up front.
13:33 left to go here in the first period, and that one fired on and blocked away, trying to clear it, but instead it was Stewart, or not Stewart Dan, new number 13 sliding in on that one. Actually, it was Stewart Dan, excuse me. Trying to keep track of this roster. But another big player for them sliding in to block that one up, and he sends it down the ice. 1:37 left to go here on the power play. 13-13 on the period. Played out from behind Gordichuk. Mitch Atkins. Atkins past 1. Trying to get past 2. Dumps it to the right. A shot fired on, saved by Nussbaum. Fred Hein comes up with the rebound. Turner. Back to Quintos. Back to Atkins. Atkins looking for a pass. Finds Quintos. Turner. Back to Quintos, out to the right-hand side. Justin Browsen right in front of net. Open opportunity. Mitch Atkins fanned on it. And then sent the second attempt just wide. Fred Hein shoots it high, and that one comes back around here. And man, what an opportunity created there by Justin Browsen, the captain. Put on a show there in front of net and just dumped off. Just slightly missed there, centimeters between that and being a goal. Wide open left side of the net there, but Nussbaum does just enough with 12:24 left to go here in the period to keep it 1-0.
Fooled the goal judge there for just a moment.
Yeah, he did. The light even came on. 37 seconds left to go here in the first, and this one dumped in by Menner. Ensor plays it out. This one almost came out to Tesserero. Instead, it came all the way back out to Dominic Horvath, who throws it down the ice. Laying chase there is Brennan McKenzie, and played out to Barakov. Tesserero still out there. Barakov skates back over to Zelok. Zelok passes to Tesserero, back to Zelok around the corner. Back to Tesserero, drops it down. Nobody there, though, as Menner's going to get this one and send it down the ice. A nice defensive clearance there by Menner. And on that one was Dominic Horvath. Tesserero to Barakov. Barakov down the right-hand side. The power play expired. Danville still threatening here down the right-hand side. Little 1-2 cut, and Barakov ends up with it still. Ensor misses a shot there. That one just came off the stick a little bit wrong. And now played along the boards by Menner. Once again, back to full strength here with 11:17 left to go in the period.
Oh, nice play by Jesse, getting that puck out and back into the attack.
A little bit of a scrum there in front of net, but Danville retains possession. This one looking for a pass, a shot there. That was Koch firing that one in, and it was blocked up by Nussbaum.
Koch already shown a good eye for being able to get that puck in a good spot to get a good shot on goal there.
Murray to Hoggood. Hoggood up to Gullo. Offside. That one's going to come back.
Yeah, Troy Murray just a little bit ahead of the play here on the near side. A good idea, because if he just did stay on side, Danville would have had a great opportunity there. Good start for the Dashers. 10:46 left in the first. Men are playing a very conservative game, Nate, and they have to. They're doing a good job of conserving energy.
They do indeed, and Berger has it now behind on the right D spot. As that one thrown up, looks like it's going to come off a few hands there and come back to the Dashers' defense. Played by Hoggood over to Murray. Tesserero with it to Browsen. Browsen pass one, making a little space here. He's got a shot, that one off the leg of Nussbaum. Out to Tesserero, off the boards here. That one came off the boards, and it came to Barakov. Now out to the point with Hoggood. Barakov on it. Barakov with some space. A shot swallowed up by Nussbaum.
Oh, if he would have given up a rebound there, Justin Browsen was ready to jump all over it. Danville really putting on an impressive bit of offense here to start the first, Nate. And Nussbaum has been up to the task of being able to keep this at just a 1-0 deficit.
One by Danville, played out in front. That one came off the boards, though, after a nice defensive play there by Mark Steele. Played out in front, and Seth Ensor was the one who intercepted it. Now Mitch Atkins with it. He tries to go past one. Instead came off the boards. Fred Hine. Atkins now back on it. Defensive play there as that one came back to Stuart Dan, who plays it up the boards and around. Now a connection pass out here to Brendan McKenzie. McKenzie tries to get past Turner, but Turner does a nice job at sealing the lane. This one played back out to Turner. Now up the left-hand wing through Atkins. Atkins with it. Open and face. That one a rebound back off a Nussbaum out in front. Swallowed up into the center pads there of Nussbaum. And Danville really threatening, but with 9:39 left to go, Nussbaum has held him to 1.
Look who was there making all that happen again, but Mr. Mitch Atkins putting on a really good game here.
As our first media timeout came quick here in the first period, as we are...
It paid to contact our union boss on this between games, since they got all the way down to 2.5 minutes last game. I like what Coach Ray Tremblay is doing with the offense tonight. We've seen Mitch Atkins and Fred Hine together, but the third forward has been Gullo at sometimes and then Koch at sometimes, getting the newcomer familiar with playing with two of the best offensive players on the team in Atkins and Fred Hine. So I like that combination. Also, I've noticed that Coach has been trying to get Ensor and Sam Turner out there on the defense when he's got his number one scoring line out there as well.
Face-off will come here to the left of Nussbaum, and it's Jesse Nair that's going to take it for Danville, but this is one of the first times we've seen Jesse Nair taking face-off duty here for the Dashers. But a hold up there in the box, and we'll get underway now. This one won by Danville and pushed down into the corner, held along the boards there by Jesse Nair. Trying to fight for it for Menor, number 13, Thomas Stewart. Dan, number 10, Blake Nida. Just a little bit of a scrum, nothing really connecting here, but Danville emerges from the chaos with it, coming down the right-hand side. A pass across is intercepted here. Now coming the other way is Brendan McKenzie. He's been creating all the opportunities for Menor here tonight. But instead, actually, it was played away from Brendan McKenzie and now brought down the side of the ice by Jesse Nair. They have numbers from the right-hand side here. Pulled back, trying to pull it all the way back, and instead turned over here as Mark Steele came the other way with it. Quintos with some nice between-the-legs stick work there, and he throws this one down into the offensive zone.
Danville had gotten a little deep with their defense. That was a good play by Quintos to keep a breakaway for Menor.
Now coming the other way with it is Henry Berger. Berger got a little bit of space. He's got a man in the middle, and Berger collects it. That one was touched up before he could get a shot off by Brad Denny. Denny plays this one down the left-hand side to Dom Minaccio. No one told me Dominic Minaccio had such great hair, Dennis. No one informed me of that. That's a broadcaster's best friend.
That's a lot of hair.
Incredibly easy to call. That's broadcaster's best friend, and it's Minaccio on it now.
Big kid, too. It's not going to be easy to confuse him with anybody.
Jesse Nair coming down the right-hand side here. Actually, that was Tesserero firing a shot on goal. It was Justin Browsen, and that one popped back out.
Good stick by Minaccio, keeping that one in.
Minaccio around the boards all the way to the other side to Barakov. Now Denny on it. Denny a pass from the point. That one bouncing around in front of Nussbaum and just redirected out. Men are doing a good job of getting their sticks in there in those lanes. A rocket down from Brad Denny is collected here along the boards. That one picked up by Barakov. Pass one, a nice move, gets him open. Just almost goes bar down there, looking top corner, but instead goes just wide of the net. And back on now offense, Danville. Now a pass out in front. Brad Denny, a sliding shot. That one was blocked up by Nussbaum and his defenseman just before it made it to the net here. Now men are looking to break the other way with it.
Real impressed by the youngster Menascio. As Brad Denny got really deep, he got really wide on that defense to prevent Menor from rallying the other way.
Berger fires a shot. That one came off the leg there. A nice save, Jesse Gordichuk. Now coming down the middle, it's Mitch Atkins. Magic Mitch pass one, pass two into the corner here. Keeps a hold of it. Throws it along the boards. Menor with some nice active sticks to turn that one over. Now coming down the right-hand side. Playing that one in was Dominic Horvath to the right of Jesse Gordichuk. It's trapped up here in front. Logan Hawgood looks like he has a foot on it. It comes all the way out to Murray. Murray trying to find Fred Hine. Hine got a little bit of time. He'll flip that one up down the right-hand side. Nick Gullo might have an attempt at it. Hit off, but Mitch Atkins is hit on as he comes the other way. Tangled up in the legs of the on-ice official, but Danville able to retain possession momentarily before it's turned over here. Murray does a nice job almost keeping it in. It's off the leg there of Henry Berger and back out into the neutral ice. This one around to Mitch Atkins. Out in front to Murray. Murray a shot. That one seen all the way in there by Nussbaum. It gets a nice glove on it.
Great idea by Troy Murray there. He just delayed a second to see what would come open. Flipped the puck up towards the net real high, hoping to create a rebound, but Nussbaum with a good play to get the face-off to his right here, deep in the Danville end.
Face off here to the right of Nussbaum. It comes all the way around to Turner. Turner fires one off the stick there of Crawford, who makes a nice play to block that one up. And it came all the way out to Ensor. Danville now building. It's Quintos on it. He loses it up. Crawford takes it from him. Crawford off the leg there of Ensor out to Stuart Dant, who's held up along the boards. He takes a spill there near the Danville bench, and now coming the other way with it is Danville. Trying to find Zelok. Some nice link-up play there on the right-hand side. Zelok still on it. Tries to put one behind. Nussbaum. Oh. How in the world did he save that one? What a save there from Kent Nussbaum.
Yeah, he's going to scooch forward because that puck is under him and could have been inside the net there, but he's going to scooch out of the net before the referee sees where the puck might have been.
Use your whole body to keep that one out of the net. Is when he gets up right in front of that line. A nice save there by Nussbaum. I think he even backed it up a little further when he backed up because he wasn't sure where it was. But
no, he had no idea where that puck was.
Heck of a nice save there.
Great job by Nussbaum. Man, that was an impressive save.
Barakov taking the face off here. That one coming against Blake Nida. Won by Danville. Playing out to the point there. Browsen and Denny unable to connect, but Denny able to get back to it and play it up the right-hand side here to Barakov. A shot there from Browsen, a rocket of a wrister. Saved again by Nussbaum. And with 5:30 left to go here in the first period, the score remains 1-0.
I really like this pairing on defense tonight. You got one of your most experienced guys, Brad Denny, paired up with the Rook.
Played out in front. Browsen could have an opportunity if he gets to it. He did, but a nice stick play there. Came off the stick of number 11, Dominic Horvath, to stop that one.
Good active sticks by Menor. They're giving up a lot of chances, but they're cleaning up those rebounds pretty good.
Menor now coming the other way with it here. They're coming down through Berger. Berger dumps it in. That one took a weird bounce right into the arms of Jesse Gordichuk. Swallowed up, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Menor Icebreakers.
And again, Menor right in the face of Jesse Gordichuk, and the newcomer Dominic Menascio does a good job of protecting his goaltender too.
Justin Browsen ends up with it after the face-off. It was Brad Denny getting stick-tied a little bit there. On the other end of that one was McKenzie, and we'll have a little tough here.
And now we got a
Looks like Menaccio's going to come after him. Menaccio looking for his first pro game, first pro fight. Oh, a nice stick touch there by the vet, A.J. Tesserero, pushes that one away. And we're back to normal here. Menor can't afford to lose a man for 5 minutes to the box.
No, good discipline there by McKenzie, not taking the penalty.
Menaccio looking to make a point here, coming right out to defend his new teammates. As Brad Denny not going to fight you a whole lot from what we've seen, but played back here by Menor all the way back to Denny.
Yeah, McKenzie kind of went after Denny after that play, after Menaccio went after him. So Menaccio said, hey, if you're going to go after him, take on me, man.
It's Scott Koch coming down the right side. Passes it back.
Nice
a nice pass. Atkins fires a shot. And Nussbaum with a corresponding swallow right into the chest as A nice play there by the newcomer, Scott Koch. And if you were wondering why he scored a couple of points in his career, well, I think there's your answer, folks.
Very creative play. He put a little deke on the defense and then dropped the puck back. Magic Mitch with a great opportunity there.
This one played up the left-hand side, kept in nicely by Haggard, who throws it down just to the right there of Nussbaum. Played back in by Koch. Koch, and that one ends up for Fred Hine to Koch in front.
Oh.
Nussbaum gets a glove on it. A double save there from Nussbaum as he lays out to freeze that one.
Koch didn't get quite all of the stick on that one, but made a nice play. Rebound given up. Nussbaum knew with all the Dashers circling in front of the net that he better hold on to that one for dear life, and does.
3:58 left to go here in the first period. Jesse Nair wins the face-off, and it comes out to Murray. Murray flubs on a shot there. Crawford tries to get it back, but instead it's dumped down here behind the net of Nussbaum. Nussbaum over there looking to his right as Danville with some maintained offensive pressure here again. And this one played all the way back around to Zelok. Zelok with a nice move to find a little bit of space, but it comes out to Quintos. Quintos looking to pick a pass here. Zelok pestering in front of net. Little tie up here in the corner, and now coming the other way with it was Menner, but Jesse Nair with an active stick to get it back, and now Zelok has it. Couple of sloppy turnovers here for both sides in that corner. Finally dispelled by Crawford, who connects a pass here to number 24, Corey Mayle.
Tried to get that one in deep, could not.
Danville trying to come down the right-hand side here through Zelok. Zelok taking off the puck. We'll see if he can get back to it. A stick check there as it's frozen into the corner here by Daniliuk. And played back around by Menner. A nice connecting pass there, finds Mayle, but is dumped down as a shift change for Menner comes on.
What little reserves they have.
Murray out to Browsen. Browsen with a nice touch, and he's past one. Pass two here along the boards, trying to get it back. Tangled up in the legs of the official, but Browsen still ends up with it, using that big body as a screen, and then the active stick to get it back. A shot fired on from the point there was stopped up by Blake Nida and Dominic Horvat there on the side, and Sam Turner's on it. Turner passes one forward. Tesserero a little bit lighter, and Danville might have had a break there, but a tough situation there as Menner was taking a shift change. Mark Steele played it along the boards. It came all the way out to Turner. Out to Ensor. Ensor fires a shot wide, and then now it's behind the net of Nussbaum, and Danville will collect. This one batted away here, and trying to clear the zone is Menner. A nice stick
play.
there, keeps it in. That was Seth Ensor to Fred Hine, who eventually fires a shot that was swallowed up by Nussbaum.
Atkins was flying in on the left wing, ready to get that rebound, but Nussbaum not giving up a critical rebound there. And so with 2:07 left in the first, it's still Danville 1. Menner nothing.
Face-off here will be to the left of Nussbaum. And it's won by Danville, played out to the point. A shot fired on, redirected. That one bounced around for a second before it comes down to the left of Nussbaum. Back out to the point to Ensor. Played around, and it's going to be Nada that throws it down. He's looking for a connecting pass. It was intercepted by Turner. Delayed offside, waved out as Menner got back on. Now coming down the right-hand side. It's Mitch Atkins pass one. What a beauty. Open net on the left side. Danville just unable to finish those as that was Fred Hine missing almost the same shot that Atkins had earlier. This one wraps around the boards to Denny. Redirected in, and that one fired out wide and out of play.
Wow.
All the product in the buildup is there, but they've yet to steal the jewels from the bank, as we say. They haven't gotten that second goal in yet. And with 1:36 left, this Menner team is holding fast and holding strong, led to Kent Nussbaum, who has really done a solid job so far tonight. Jesse Gordichuk doing a good job, too, for what it's worth, with the limited career opportunities, per se, that he's had tonight.
Yeah, Menner has not spent a lot of time in the offensive zone all night long. Danville just dominating the possession of the puck.
Minaccio trying to link up with Gullo. Gullo trying to push it past. A nice stick there, though, by Mark Steele, keeps it out. Now coming the other way is Berger. Berger fires a shot. Gordichuk on cue, swallows that one up. Now watching down the side here, Brendan McKenzie and Dom Minaccio really kind of stick tying here down the right-hand side on that last possession. 2 whole periods plus a minute 13 left to go. We'll see how that one turns out by the end of this night.
In warm-ups tonight, I noticed that Jesse Gordichuk was really working on not giving up rebounds.
Yeah, you could say that is probably the chink in his armor, as sometimes does let up those dangerous rebounds, but more often than not, he's got enough to make the second save too. So it's worked so far for him, but good to see a player putting in effort on something they can see as a little bit of a chip in their armor. Men are playing through, trying to argue that no roster shortage can be a chip in their armor, but a late offside call is going to pull them right back.
Yeah, Horvath on the near side here was streaking towards the net, but a little too fast and got caught offside.
Blake Nato wasn't thrilled about it, but nonetheless, they'll move it back about 2 feet and over to the right about 3 feet. Back to the center circle here as they get it off. Well, the left center circle, the red dot, whatever you'd like to call it, the target dot. Shot more, save more. This one played back all the way to Denny here on the right-hand side. And fighting for it nicely is Brendan McKenzie, but Denny up to the challenge as he passes it back to Minaccio. Minaccio looking to pick a pass, elects to dump it backwards. Denny going to be the first one to it here, to the right of Jesse Gordichuk. Nair plays it over to Zelok. Zelok coming down the left wing here.
Oh, Denny got dumped behind the scene by McKenzie again.
Looked like it was Jesse Nair blowing a skate back there as men are coming down the left-hand side here. Troy Murray behind it. He tries to pass it up to Quintos. A nice stretch of the arm there, but Tesserero couldn't hold on to it. It was a 3-on-1, and the three, as we know, so often wins. A shot there, that one blazed by the net off the stick of Jesse Gordichuk, but time going to run out here in the first period. Kind of crazy. A lot of guys here tonight playing their first full pro game on the Menor side, and then also 2 new arrivals for Danville, and still some very young guys out there on the ice in general, but a 1-0 game here after the first period that's coming in tightly as the first period clock expires.
Very impressed with the newcomers for the Danville Dashers. Dominic Minaccio and Scott Koch both having good, strong first periods of play here in front of the hometown crowd, but tip of the hat to the Menor Icebreakers for showing a lot of heart and a lot of hustle with a thin bench. When you only have 11 skaters at your disposal, Nate, and you can go ahead and skate tough all the way to the end of the first period like that, that deserves a tip of the old hat.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's impressive to come in against a Danville team after playing a full 2-game stand already, with Danville getting a day of travel, and it's always interesting to see when you have a bunch of new players on a team how their chemistry clicks together, and men are able to connect some very nice passes so far tonight. We'll see if that translates down the line, if they can get a little more time of possession in that final zone. That's kind of the key to it, and for Danville, finishing is the biggest thing, as they've been thwarted so far by Kent Nussbaum. It'll be interesting to see how this unfolds in the second period. A pretty quick first period there, but we're going to go ahead and take our break. We'll be back in just a little bit here with more from the David S. Palmer Arena. Welcome back to the Danville Dashers Broadcast Network. Nate Williamson back with you here as we get ready to start the second period of action from the David S. Palmer Arena. Seconds running off here as we see the skaters come back out onto the ice. We got a 1-0 game in favor of the home team, the Danville Dashers, and now looking to grow on that against a shortened Menor bench as they are playing a couple of men down here tonight, but have held fast very well tonight through some excellent play by the goaltender Kent Nussbaum, who has been really, really impressive tonight in front of goal, saved several shots that this was just kind of how did he get in front of those, and now we'll flip the sides of the ice, see if he can repeat the favor and see if his Menor teammates can break this shutout that Jesse Gordichuk and the Dashers have going on right now. Looks like for Menor, it's going to be Blake Nida taking the face-off. We'll see the Danville representative from the consulate coming out here in just a moment. I don't know if that's the right term. Is the consulate's a thing, right?
Yes,
Representatives are at the consulates.
That works. Game on.
And now coming back here and won by Danville off the stick of number 18, Henry Berger, as Danville trying to play it through now. Played behind and touched up there. Is that one thrown all the way down? It's going to be an icing, as unable to get a stick on it was Berger off the long stretch pass, trying to link up with Brennan McKenzie.
Didn't see a lot of long stretch pass attempts by Menor in that first period. They were very, very conservative with how they were moving the puck. Maybe that's the adjustment they think they need to get a little more offense here in the second.
Played behind the net there of Menor's Nussbaum and thrown all the way down the ice here. Icing waved off. It's going to be touched up by Sam Turner. Laying chase there is Henry Berger. This one played up to the front here to Zelok. Trying to play it off the boards there was Jesse Nair. He holds on to it for a moment, but some active stick there by Menor as they turned it over and got it back for a second, but now Danville coming the other way with it. That was Turner firing a shot that never made it anywhere near the goal, but it's coming back around the boards as Danville's fighting for it. Ooh, a hard hit off the boards there is going down in the back was Patrick Zelok. Jesse Nair trying to lay chase here and trying to get it away from him is Mark Steele. He does. Breaks it across just out of reach of Tyler Quintos, and this one going to come off the boards and back to Jesse Gordichuk. Now come the other way with it is Seth Ensor. Ensor over to Atkins. Atkins going to have to touch past one, and he does. He's in front. He tried to drop that one up to Fred Hine, but it was touched up by Daniliuk. Now Fred Hine on it, out to the point to Ensor. Ensor is shot off the stick block there from Kent Nussbaum. Crawford coming the other way, pass to the middle. This one linked up, a nice active stick check there by Seth Ensor has Danville running. Gullo to Hine, out in front Atkins. Oh, nudged away by the stick of Kent Nussbaum as Atkins had done everything to get an open net, but Nussbaum with yet another thwarting of the Danville offensive opportunity. And now men are looking to take advantage of that. Trying to link up there with Crawford, but instead it's going to come all the way back down behind Gordichuk for an icing. What an opportunity that was.
What a move by Mitch Atkins to create space. Deked out the defense, had just the goalie to beat, had him down and out, but somehow Nussbaum getting something in the way of that puck and keeping Atkins off the board.
And that was great recovery time, I think is the way I would put that.
Fabulous.
And we'll see if they can make anything of it here. It's fought for along the boards there by Nussbaum. Fired into his right blocker. He's got that side sealed up, but Danville maintains possession and works back through Murray.
That young man is earning his pay tonight.
This one played behind. It's Browsen with it. Going to make something happen. A wraparound and sealed up there by Nussbaum. Browsen on it now as Nussbaum sticks it away and then slaps a glove down on it as it comes right back. And we always talk about something very important to me, Dennis, and that is style points. And Nussbaum's pads and gloves are massive style points. I love that design.
Very nice look for the Nussbaum pads tonight.
That's the only fashion discussion you're going to get on this show, I promise. But just wanted to make mention of it here as that one called back offside.
I think we've got a penalty here. Hoggood's going to the box.
It is looking like Hoggood. I saw the wave off, but I think it was just them saying that it wasn't offside because of the stoppage there, as we're going to go to our first Servpro penalty kill.
Still waiting for a signal. Looks like it was a hook, but it's also going to be offsetting penalties. We're going to have a little 4-on-4 action. I guess they're giving Mackenzie a penalty for maybe embellishing the fall, maybe? We'll have to get the official word on that one. We're getting 4-on-4 hockey here.
Yeah, sure looks like it. We'll let you know those exact penalties when they come out here as Danville working down the left-hand side.
It was signals a hook on Hoggood.
Oh, a hard slapper there. That was Dominic Minaccio on that shot, and that one redirected there by Nussbaum. Minaccio's on it now here. He's going to work it around this back of goal of Jesse Gordichuk. He holds on. A turnover there as it's sticked away by Dominic Horvath, but instead it's Atkins who was running with it. He gets taken off the puck there by Blake Nida, and now played back by the Menor defense. Off the wall, Danville looking to capitalize. Quintos has some space. He's working his way in. A backhand off the bar. Oh, and so close yet again for Quintos and the Dashers. Minaccio, a nice pass to the left side. A shot. That one redirected. That one came off the stick of Quintos, who almost had another one. Minaccio with some nice build-up passing there. Mitch Atkins is forced to come offside here and bring it back in. Holds onto the puck, a nice foot, keeps it in the offensive zone as he's pushed into the boards, and I think that's going to be a boarding penalty.
Yep, I think so.
As he was turned backwards, so I assume that would be it. So 4-on-3 here for just a little bit, as going to the box is number 11, Dominic Horvath.
Been very impressed with that youngster, Dominic Minaccio, for, again, creating some good opportunities. And found out in the first period, Nate, that they're watching back in New Jersey. Minaccio family.
We like
watching
that.
Today. Thanks for tuning in.
Left wing here to Ensor. Ensor back to Turner. Turner on the point here, looking for an opportunity. Fred Hine out there, and he's going to get the next pass. Fred Hine on the right back here as we go to the Genworth power play. Fred Hine wraps around a shot off the blocker there, almost eking into the left-hand side, but instead, off the bar again. Jesse Nair with a backhand that goes just off the bar. That's twice the goaltender's best friend there. And Nussbaum put in good work tonight, and his bar repaying the favor. Fred Hine on the left, a slapper. Blocked off the pads there of Nussbaum. Out in front here to Nair. Nair looking to connect a pass. He's got Ensor to the right if he wants him. Elects to dump it to Hine. Hine back out to the point. Turner on it. Back to Hine. Hine to Nair. Nair a shot. Oh, it's out in front in between the legs of Nussbaum as he just got that left leg down. And man, talk about a nice roll there for Nussbaum, as with a minute and 5 seconds left. A minute and 10 seconds left, sorry, offsetting penalties here on the Genworth power play. Danville has really been threatening.
In 5 seconds, we're going to have 5-on-4 hockey here. Nussbaum got, I think, a body part on that one before it went off the post.
Point here coming over to Turner. Turner to Ensor. Ensor a shot. That was sticked away there by number 10. In on that one was Blake Nida. Now running forward is Crawford. Crawford tries to force a man off it. It's Hoggood pushing him away, though. Actually, that was Brendan McKenzie.
And McKenzie fresh out of the box.
Working the left-hand side, Danville. Right out in front, Tesserero passes it around. Zelok looking for a link-up pass. Instead, thrown in front, right into the pads there of Nussbaum and swallowed up with 15-17 left to go in the second period. 41 seconds of 5-on-4 left to go.
Nussbaum had to contend with the Dashers looking like they were going to go top shelf. Then when they tried to go 5-hole, he was able to close up the tunnel and make the stop.
Logan Hoggood's penalty was for hooking, and Brendan McKenzie's was for diving.
Yeah.
If you have a penalty for hooking,
I guess he tried to sell it too much, but I don't understand that one in hockey. I've never
clearly it worked.
I don't like those embellishment calls when there's an obvious hook involved.
Next thing you'll know, we'll have somebody banging trash cans behind the net to alert where the shot's coming from.
Ooh,
Out to Browsen, a shot. Got it. That one went in. And Justin Browsen with another goal. That's 201 for him in the career.
Justin Browsen launched that one from the point. Nussbaum did not have a single chance on that shot, as the first idea that he had that a puck was heading his way was when it was bouncing off the back of the net, and it's 2-0 Dashers. There was a lot of traffic out in front of that net. I don't think he ever saw that puck, Nate.
I don't think he did either here as Danville wins the faceoff. Minaccio plays it through. Atkins almost had an opportunity there. Instead, it bounces off his stick and goes out to Daniliuk. With it now on the right-hand side is Koch. He plays it to Hine. Hine to Denny. Denny over to the left-hand side, Minaccio. Minaccio off the boards to Koch. Koch dumps it down. Over to Atkins out in front. A nice pass there by Atkins was intercepted well by the Icebreakers. And now coming the other way with it was Brennan McKenzie. A shot from the right-hand side comes off the stick of number 19 coming down the right-hand side.
Coach doing
Actually,
a
that
good.
was Brennan McKenzie. Excuse me. Misspoke.
Coach doing a good job of canceling out that rebound.
5 minutes, 9 seconds.
That's Henry Berger down there in the corner. Looks like we're going to have another penalty. We'll see what it comes off of as just as we're back to full strength, more penalties.
Yeah, and it's going to be Danville this time. Maybe Brad Denny?
It looks that way.
Waiting for the signal.
On the assists on that Justin Browsen goal, AJ Tesserero and Artem Efimov Barakov. That second penalty we saw that went on Dominic Horvath was for slashing. That one official now. 35 shots on goal so far tonight for Danville and just 6 for the Menor Icebreakers, and I think that's a fair descriptor of the offensive possession that Danville has been able to enforce so far. With 14:31 left to go here, we are going to go to the Servpro penalty kill. Fresh off of Justin Browsen getting his 201st career goal.
And a beauty of a goal it was.
And Danville denied us several times before that, both by Nussbaum and by the post and the bar. So the whole crowd doing work here tonight.
Nussbaum has actually done an unbelievable job in the net.
Danville now have a penalty to kill. Men are trying to look to get a goal back here. This one played around, a shot fired up high. That one was a rocket off the stick of Dominic Horvath, and it's such going to come all the way back around here, and Mark Steele's going to pick it up. Steele dumped that one just a little too far. That would have been icing, but it's played by Gordichuk. Probably wouldn't have been, as Menor would have got there. Steele on it now, as he made a nice play to get some space. Danville able to slash that one out of the zone. They're going to try and run with it. Barakov in a foot race. Barakov might have an opportunity still. He fires it on, saved by Nussbaum. What a hectic moment that was, as Mark Steele was derobed there by Artem Efimov Barakov despite getting it first.
Pretty play by Artie, and he almost got a shorty.
And that Brad Denny penalty was for hooking just a moment ago. That 1:22 left to go here on the Servpro penalty kill. 13:53 left in the second period. Shot fired on there and wrapped around as it's coming all the way out to Menor. Menor now able to regroup and come the other way with it. Playing behind it is Daniliuk. Daniliuk behind the goal to Alfonso Diaz.
Good pressure by the Dashers, keeping Menor from getting a good run here.
Berger carrying it down the left wing. He's got some speed. He's got some space. He pokes one out in front. Dealt with nicely by Sam Turner there behind the net.
Great read by Turner, seeing that pass coming out front, and he was the first one to get a stick on it.
Now coming the other way is Menor, but it's turned over into the possession of Danville, and Jesse Nair has it. Nair pushed into the boards. A nice defensive effort there by Blake Nida as Nair was pressuring.
Nair still fighting for it along the boards.
Nair, a mosquito in all means there in the front, and he's looking for a penalty on that one from the ref. And instead it's Daniliuk coming through. That one backed away and batted away by Jesse Gordichuk as Menor are threatening. Another shot on goal there for the Icebreakers. This one popped all the way up to Mount Everest before it comes back down to the stick of Tyler Quintos. 16 seconds until we're back to full strength here.
Ooh.
A nice pass there as Atkins able to control that one with the handle. Past one, he's got some space. Continues to hold, killing the rest of this penalty off. And the pass is going to almost do that. 5 seconds left. Now Danville able to skate backwards here. Able to kill this one off as they're back to full strength. Coming out of the box here will be Denny. Danville able to run it down the right-hand side. It's Atkins and Denny. It's Atkins with a shot.
Yeah.
Goal! Mitch Atkins!
Goes top shelf on the far side, and Nussbaum didn't have a chance on that one. He was too concerned about Brad Denny rushing up the left-hand side of the ice, ready for that pass, and instead Atkins launching a great shot and goes top shelf for the score. It's 3-0 Dashers. Man, we've seen some pretty goals tonight, Nate.
Yeah, we definitely have, and some great hockey plays on both sides here as we get ready to restart with 12:18 left to go here in the second period. Danville up by a score of 3-0. Coming off of that power play, Menor allowing the goal there as Mitch Atkins fires home.
71-74.
Mitch Atkins does such a great job of creating havoc on offense.
Danville able to get some passing possession together here. And this one thrown down, it's gonna probably come back for an icing, and it will.
Good idea, bad execution. That pass just missing. As Danville again trying one of those long stretch passes that have worked so well tonight and getting some great opportunities.
Face off here to the right of Jesse Gordichuk following that icing, and it's won by Danville, and Murray plays it out to Hine. Hine coming down the left wing here. One man to beat, playing defense on him there as that one played in and now played around. Gonna have a shot, Fred Hine, as Nussbaum grabbed that one out of thin air.
I thought he had him beat.
Up and to the left, and Nussbaum does a great job getting over to that one, but Fred Hine with almost a picture-perfect shot placement. I think if that came out full strength from Fred, it found nylon, but not quite in this scenario. Face off here to the left of Nussbaum. It's won by Menor and played around the boards there by number 11, Dominic Horvath. Danville able to recover. Mitch Atkins on it, trying to throw one out. He eventually finds Koch. Koch on it, looking to pick a pass. Wraps it back around and finds Atkins there in the corner. Atkins looking to do the same. He drags it out, comes back around, looking for a pass, backhands it out here, coming all the way back out to Hoggood. Hoggood throws one in, trying to link up with Atkins. Atkins able to get it. Atkins out in front, Murray with it. Murray got some space over to Hoggood. Danville controlling possession now. Hoggood in front. A shot there from Koch was redirected by Menor. Atkins on it now, finds a little space, but taken away there by number 13, Stuart Dont.
Nice play.
And now coming down the other way with it. Logan Hoggood loses a stick, but looks to make a play. Now coming the other way is Koch. Koch got a one-on-one, fires one up and high. That one came off the blocker there of Kent Nussbaum as Koch was looking for his first professional goal.
I think Horvath might have also gotten a little stick in the way of that shot, but man, Koch showing a lot of good patience for a young player, letting the play develop instead of trying to rush a shot. He's been very impressive tonight as well. These newcomers that Coach Ray Tremblay has added to the roster making a big impact.
It's kind of one of those situations, credit where credit's due. I've yet to see Coach Ray Tremblay make an addition to this roster that hasn't been a positive one.
Man, can you imagine this Dashers team without Quintos and Atkins, for instance? I can't. They've been such a huge part of this team this year since joining them about a third of the way into the season.
Menor wins this one and plays it along the boards here. Speaking of additions, a lot of first-timers here for Menor that have joined over the weekend. Came out strong. First period ended at a 1-0 score as they get another shot on goal there that's saved by Jesse Gordichuk. Credit where credit's due for them. Tough situation. You keep playing. You keep fighting. And we've seen that all year with Battle Creek Rumblebees. Now the Menor Icebreakers. Not in the same position, but in a lesser player position here. Not somewhere you like to be.
No, only 11 skaters. I almost feel sorry for Menor, but they are doing a great job of showing great hustle tonight.
You're ready to suit up and go out there and fill in a bench spot?
Not quite that bad yet.
Okay, well, we'll see if we get there. We'll check in later.
It's the knee. The knee is still saying no.
I think they would say no to me, that's for sure. Menor playing this one down. It comes all the way. Brendan McKenzie fires a shot wide at Gordichuk.
I've been impressed with McKenzie tonight.
He's been very active both ends of the ice so far. Now Danville coming the other way. Quintos on it. Quintos a pass into the middle, into the right side. A firing shot wide left there. As that was a little bit of a missed shot, but it comes back around for an opportunity. Menor could break. Instead, a long pass there is going to come all the way back to Turner.
Turner and Denny doing a good job of retreating on defense, not giving up a break there.
To Quintos. Quintos' pass intercepted by Berger. Berger now coming on the left hand, tripped up. Nothing in the air there.
I thought they were going to get the call.
Has played along the boards here. Danville trying to fight back for it. It looks like Atkins is on it now down the right-hand side. Atkins a pass into the middle. Quintos. Quintos a shot redirected by Nussbaum up and over the back of the net. Mitch Atkins with a nice stick hold there. This one coming back into play. Men are able to deal with the threat there. It comes out to Turner.
Like what Coach is doing, mixing and matching on offense, getting a couple of different looks out there.
Fighting for this one along the boards. It ekes out and comes all the way out here to Mark Steele. Steele passes it in. They were looking to connect there with Crawford, but Crawford was offside and lets that one go, and it's going to come back here. We'll have a face-off, it would appear, to the right of Kent Nussbaum with 8:49 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by Danville. Gullo plays it back to the point. Coming out here now to Gullo. Fred Hine in front of net. He's tied up there.
Good defensive play by Menor.
Crawford was trying to get that one back. Instead, it's played around. Danville ends up with it. Gullo on the right side. Gullo in front of net. Gullo flips one up. Saved by Nussbaum.
How did he not get that one past Nussbaum? Nussbaum's a lot of goalie, though.
That's a lot of goalie there in front of that net, and quick hands he's shown tonight, too. You expect Nick Gullo to score there on just about anybody, if we're being honest. I think Gullo expected himself to score there.
He did. Atkins, though, again, creating opportunities here on offense and just not cashing in. But my goodness, what another great play by Mitch Atkins.
And the second media timeout coming with exactly 8:30 left to go in the second period.
I think the most happy people to see this timeout were the Menor Icebreakers.
That or the fans here in front of us who have been selected to get the Domino's delivery of the week.
Pizza pie is a-coming.
A big thank you to Domino's for all they do here for the team.
Man, that's great pizza. Smelling pizza, I'll tell you. What do we have to do to get a delivery up here? We need a better contract. Maybe.
Probably order it ourselves, I would say.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll get that lucky.
Yeah.
Nick Gullo and Mitch Atkins out there talking on the ice. Troy Murray joins them. Now Stuart Daunt coming out there, as well as Corey Mail, Isaiah Crawford, and then coming out as well, number 14. I think I am struggling here with the updated rosters and numbers, and that is Lemke. I'm losing my mind, Dennis, slowly but surely.
That's okay. You didn't have much one to begin with this season.
What are you, my girlfriend? Danville looking to play here. That one is shot fired off the right blocker of Kent Nussbaum.
Oops. Oh.
A little quiet here with 8 minutes left to go in the second period. Danville looking to threaten again, but able to hold on to the majority of the possession. Atkins with it. He's out to the left point. A shot there from Murray. A rocket bounced off of the pad of Nussbaum, and now men are looking to come the other way. Crawford is out there on the left wing. It comes down
nice
through the right wing. What a play by Murray there to dispossess Thomas Stewart Daunt, who scored quite a few goals this season in the meetings against Danville so far. An active point scorer and defenseman.
Here comes Gullo.
Gullo trying to link up with Fred Hine. Instead, it's intercepted there by Stuart Daunt. Say his name, and I guess he'll appear. It's like, what's Candyman? They're remaking Candyman. Dumped into the zone here by Fred Hine. Tesserero there. Barakov, Hine. Tesserero. Barakov shoots.
Oh,
what a save. Kent Nussbaum.
Goodness.
That is about the 7th gravity-defining save that he has had tonight.
Great side-by-side pass. He had to slide across the crease. And then a big shot by Barakov, stopped by Nussbaum.
What a pass that was by A.J. Tesserero.
Beautiful play.
And what a save. One good play deserves another, I suppose. This one thrown out in front, and Aaron pass here. Now in front, Tesserero. Tesserero still got it, looking to pick a pass, drops one back, and it comes all the way out here to number 18, Henry Berger, coming down the right wing. He tries to dump that one off to McKenzie. It was sticked up, but McKenzie laying chase here against Dominic Minaccio, who forces him against the boards, and Danville back with it now. Tesserero out front looking for Browsen. That one just a little too hard off the stick of the longtime leading scorer for the Dashers. Now it came out to Steele, now bouncing around in the center. Taken back by Danville. Barakov on it now, dispossessed, but the puck comes out. A shot there from Murray, just wide. That was Browsen on that. A hard slap shot there, just wide to the right. Not sure you could have done a whole lot to stop that one. Berger on it now. Berger had an opportunity and tried to find McKenzie as well, but Danville's defense really stepping up here in the last 20 seconds or so. Steele down the left wing. Steele looking to pick a pass. He does. It's intercepted there by number 44, Dominic Minaccio, though, as a nice play by the rookie.
Minaccio and Denny look like they've been playing together for like 2 seasons.
The 2 best hair on the team, too.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact.
That's a lot of good hair.
Comes back out here to Nair.
The bald man always appreciates good hair.
You got the hair and the Nair out there.
Oh!
That one almost
Close.
was a backhanded shot there, but instead it was saved by Nussbaum. Danville able to retain it, and now it comes off to the side. Turner on it. He throws one in off the leg there as he was looking for Zelok.
Nice active stick by Quintos to keep this one alive.
Turner and Quintos out there, a little 1-2. Quintos forced off. That was a defensive play there by Berger.
Play by Berger.
Took the body and took him off the puck nicely. Now Menor able to come the other way with an athletic jump there by the on-ice official. Some bunnies. We might have to send him over to the NFL Combine.
These linemen got some hops.
Patrick Zelok on it. Zelok looking to pick a pass. He throws one behind a Nair. Nair in front. Tries to shoot one up. That one went up off the stick. I think in that block there was Alfonso Diaz, but either way, went right up into the netting.
And Nussbaum had a good positioning on that shot, but again, the Danville Dashers just pouring on the offense tonight, getting so many great chances.
Won by Danville and played back to the point to Hoggood. He tries to drop a pass to Fred Hine, a little unorthodox there, but instead it's Menor coming to the right-hand side. A shot from the left, blocked away by Gordichuk. That was Dominic Horvath skating down with speed.
Gordichuk didn't get all of that one, but he got just enough.
Minaccio played that one out. Actually, that was Scott Koch out there.
Atkins looking to make magic happen again.
As Danville able to get a little possession here and take it into the middle zone. Now coming through the other way. This one played behind the net there. A huge hit behind the net. Oh, almost open in front with Scott Koch as Murray laid the boom and took a little focus off. A shot from the point. Hoggood. That one was going up into the left there, but a glove save by Kent Nussbaum, the deciding factor.
Really love the way the newcomer Koch is finding open ice. That's very Fred Hine-like. Not bad for your first game here with the Dashers. At least the first home game with the Dashers.
This one played in front and shot on goal. It's Mitch Atkins who forced it home. His second of the night.
Yep, Mitch Atkins has been Mr. Offense all game, creating a lot of great opportunities, and there he created one for himself and was not going to be denied as he jammed it home. 4-0 Dashers with 4:19 left in the second.
4:19, a little over 4 left as we make our way through the second period, and Danville now finally starting to find that final product that they lacked in the first. Nussbaum doing all he can, but it's all Danville with some creative build-up, and Coach Ray Tremblay got to be happy about the way this offense is looking. Some tired legs out there for Menor, and you'd be a little concerned if they didn't take advantage of it. Atkins on the goal, and now Minaccio with it behind. Passing to Denny. Koch gets his first point as a Dasher, and it's him on the puck. Actually, Nick Gullo on the puck right now. Tesserero on it, trying to throw it in there. It's in front of Nussbaum. It's up. It hasn't flown in, and Nussbaum is laid down on it.
Wow, another big effort. And, of course, if you're going to have a hustle play, who's been another one of the guys on all the hustle plays again tonight? Nick Gullo.
Faceoff will come out here to the left. I'm assuming we'll have a little stoppage here as Nussbaum has to recollect himself. And we do, giving him just enough time to get ready. He's in the game, and we're back in the game here as we drop to the left of Nussbaum, and it's won by Menor.
Stylish matching gloves and pads tonight.
I'm saying goalie swag matters.
He's looking good.
Coming the other way, a shot fired just to the right there of Gordichuk. Horvath was on it as he tried to dump that one in. As it's going to come back out to Horvath here in the defensive zone. Off the wall. That one came to Tesserero, who fires one down into the offensive zone. Rode the top of that wall, that little handhold, and a big hit laid there by Zelok. Actually, I think that was Barakov, as men are able to keep it and come the other way with it.
Got a head of steam here, but offside.
Looked like a blown skate by Blake Nida led to that offside. Just lost his footing a little bit trying to get back on, and
he was laying flat on his back trying to get a foot to the blue line to make himself onside. That was a heck of an effort. I felt sorry for that young man. He was down and out.
Hockey's a beautiful thing like that. It's all hustle, it's all effort. That was pretty exemplary there. Now coming back with it, Danville wins the faceoff. A little miscommunication, and in front of net is Crawford. He was taken off of it there, maybe a little bit easily by Seth Ensor.
It's one of the first mistakes we've seen Danville make, and good recovery at the end there.
Little miscommunication there, but Danville now coming the other way with it. That one trying to pass in front, nobody home, and Crawford's going to come the other way with it. A nice build-up pass, and he gets it out in front. Corey Mayle was on it. Gordichuk gonna have to get rid of that one fast. Mayo was hawking down on it, but he does. Stuart Dan with a little bit of an interception there. He's fighting for it along the boards. Instead, it comes out to Quintos. Quintos with a link-up pass down the left-hand side to Ensor. Ensor finds one, trying to pick out Quintos again, but instead it comes down along the boards. A huge hit laid there by Seth Ensor into the boards, and also a body to keep the puck in the zone. Now to Turner. Seth Ensor a shot. That one comes back behind Daniliuk with it. Off the boards here, Danville trying to win it back. They do. Quintos in front of net. Shot. That one off the glove there, and back a rebound shot somewhere in front of net. There. Trying to force it in as the goal light's on.
May have stuffed it home.
We'll see how this one comes out. Newsbaum did all he could to get a glove on that one.
Referee's conferring here, but I think they're going to count it.
The goal light didn't come on at first, and then it looked like it did and was forced on in the end, as we're expecting Zelak got the last stick to it and forced it home.
Zelak got about 5 sticks on it as he just refused to be denied there.
I think you have to count that as 7 or 8 saves in itself, probably.
Yeah, Newsbaum just getting worn out tonight. The Menor defense not able to counter anything that the Dashers are doing. This thin roster is really taking its toll on the Menor Icebreakers. 5-0 now.
Face-off won by Menor and played back behind here. And it now to the right defenseman. It was Lemke that was in on that. And now coming the other way with it is Menor. No offside as that one is sticked away by the Danville defense. It was Hoggood on it. Now coming the other way is Koch. He's got speed. Koch down the right-hand side, pulls it back. A nice pass picked out to the left point. Now coming the other way with it.
Beautiful play again by Koch, getting space and didn't hurry the play. Got it back to the point. And a really good, fine shot by Murray. And now Murray and one of the Menor Icebreakers having some words.
Get a little tangled up there. It looked like that might have been Henry Berger that was in on that one, but no confirmation on that. I was checking my roster sheet. Now coming the other way, Menor. Danville pressing numbers forward here. They don't want to be done yet. We're at 1:26 left to go in the second period. And it looks like Menor's going to have an opportunity here for numbers. Now come the other way with it out to the right-hand wing. It's to Berger. Berger unable to get a stick to it. That pass came from Brennan McKenzie. And right out in front, Berger a shot into the glove of Gordichuk, who has to drop down on it and save it as McKenzie was looking to put the rebound home.
Good effort by Menor, and now we've got, again, Troy Murray going at it. It was Berger before, and it's Berger again.
Berger landed a left, but it's Murray taking him to the ground. As a little bit tied up there. Let's see if they got their fill with that one. It arose all of a sudden coming in here at the end of kind of the play of action. Berger might be being sent off the ice here.
Yeah, I think with just a minute 11 left in the second, and with getting a couple of shots, I think he's going to be just going to the locker room for little repairs.
Unless he needs medical attention, he has left the ice, and now Murray's going to leave it. He didn't leave it initially at first. Now, if one of them leaves and one of them stays, you have a real question, but...
Yeah, I think they just wanted both of them to be parted before they went to their respective locker rooms.
Nice little scrap there by Henry Berger.
Yeah, I think that was the point where Troy Murray had had enough from Berger at that point. The coach for the Menor Icebreakers trying to plead his case for an additional penalty on the Danville Dashers, but he will not win the argument.
We're at 1:11 left to go here in the second period, and we are on personal best watch here. I gotta admit it, as Kent Nussbaum, personal best save in the FHL here, or the FPHL. Last year, the FHL, it came in, was 45 saves on 49 shots against, and right now, with coming down the final minute of the second period, he's already at 34.
Wow.
As he's had a workout tonight, if that's any indication. This one played behind him and now out all the way to Blake Nada. Nada looking to pick a pass. He tries to find Stuart Dan. Instead, it comes out to Daniliuk and back to Stuart Dan. Out of the Danville defensive zone as men are able to recover. Stuart Dan plays one through. He's looking to connect with Brendan McKenzie. Nick Gullo on it here in the corner. 23 seconds left to go. It's Tesserero with it, pass one. This one down the right-hand side, getting a stick to it almost. There was Menor, but Nick Gullo on it. Gullo tries to drop one back off the stick of a Menor player and back out. The rebound fired on by Tesserero and saved by Nussbaum.
Chalk up two more saves for Nussbaum on that exchange. A weak shot from Gullo, then a good effort by Tesserero.
Face-off will come here to the left of Nussbaum. It's won by Menor. They've been getting a fair share of the face-offs here recently. That one just played a little awkwardly off the boards and looks like they're going to run out the last 2 seconds. They do, and Danville taking a 5-0 shutout here into the third period as they find net a few times here.
Total domination by the Danville Dashers offense again in that second period. And we're starting to see the thin bench starting to wear on the Menor Icebreakers as they just cannot skate with the Danville Dashers. Late in that second period, they were just back on their heels, and Danville just pouring on the chances. Nussbaum's given up 5, Nate, but it could have been about 8 or 9 to nothing right now, the way the Dashers offense has been clicking tonight.
Building on that depleted bench point, it is a good benchmark. If you look at that first period and the way Menor skated with this Danville side that is coming off of fresh legs and a little bit of rest this weekend, a little lighter weekend, but a game in the midweek, it's an encouraging sign to see how they played in that first period. So if they get a couple of pairs of legs back on the ice, it'll be interesting to see how they come along down the stretch of the season, as that other division still up in the air, but looking like they're more likely than not going to be in the playoffs this year. I'm not sure if we've clinched. I think we have decided the 2 teams, as we know Battle Creek going to be losing out, but the other 8, if Delaware is out, going to be able to go into that next round. And I think that is clinched up, as it looks like Menor will take that 4th place spot in the Eastern Division as we sit currently, as they are a couple of win percentage points, which is what it's decided on now, below the Watertown Wolves in a tough, leveled out Eastern Division. Now, a little top heavy and a little bottom light in the Western Division, as Port Huron Danville really fighting for that 2nd and 3rd place spot coming down the stretch. Columbus also in the mix and rising up more into the mix recently. But over in the Eastern Division, it has been tight all year, and now we're getting to see a little bit of separation, and Menor gonna have an opportunity when it comes to the playoffs. You get some fresh legs. There is a deep pool of hockey players in the world that you could pull from. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out for them down the stretch. If they play like they did in the first period, well, that's a good look, and a good look for Danville too this game.
Been really impressed with a couple of the guys on that Menor Icebreakers team. Isaiah Crawford has had a good game. He's broken up a couple of opportunities back in the offensive end, or the defensive end, but also been real close to getting some big plays on the rare occasion that they've had an offensive chance. So some very impressive play by an undermanned Menor Icebreaker team tonight.
Yeah, that's to say the least. We did have 2 other FPHL games tonight as the Delaware Thunder beat the Battle Creek Rumblebees 4-1. That one's final. And the Columbus River Dragons pulling off an upset, arguably, against Danbury, a 5-3 score in that one. Congratulations to Columbus, by the way, breaking the FPHL all-time single game attendance. That was very cool. And a good sign for this league going forward as well, as they've reformatted and revamped, added a couple of teams, and a good look. Keep breaking records, you keep moving up, and that's a really good indication of what you're doing.
The style of play that we've seen this year in the Federal Prospects Hockey League is much improved. Adding that fourth official, Nate, has kept some of the shenanigans down and allowed for more end-to-end good play here in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. I'm a big fan of this this new look with the fourth official on the ice.
Yeah, I definitely think it helps. Well, we're going to take a look at the other scores and some of the main leading storylines coming up to that, as well as getting you your playoff kind of preview here as we come back after a short break. But we'll be back in just a little bit here for the third period. Well, the Menor Icebreakers take their spots back out on the bench and on the ice, respectively. The ice is shiny, and we're ready to go here for the third period. Nate Williamson with you with Mr. Dennis Michelsen. Now, D-Mike, heading into this final frame here, 5-0, Danville pretty thoroughly in control. I've seen some weird things in hockey, but usually they don't come with a very short bench, a new coach, and several first-time players. But what if your mentor is Menor, can't say the T, I've been warned. What do you come out thinking? What is there to prove here in this third period?
You want to put a puck in the net and end the shutout for Jesse Gordichuk. That's your main goal here in the third period, is to get a goal. Win the period. Just come out and win the period. Show some toughness. But I have a feeling that Danville is going to keep the foot on the accelerator. They want to work on this offense and make sure that this offense is at its peak here as far as being able to connect on passes and create chances before going into the playoffs, because the playoffs will be here very soon, Nate. And I think this Danville Dashers club wants to show that when they are healthy, that they're as good as anybody in the league right now.
Seems kind of crazy that the playoffs are knocking at our door here in March, and March Madness not just for college basketball. We're coming down the line here with the FPHL season, the inaugural Federal Prospects Hockey League season, not the inaugural Federal League season, but nonetheless a momentous season with a lot of new changes, a lot of new storylines, and one of them surely developing here with this Menor team, and one of them with this resurgent Danville team. So a tale of the tape here as we head into the third, and the faceoff won by Menor. That was Horvath. Danville able to link a little bit together. Seth Ensor delivers another big hit. It's Zelok. A shot from Quintos. Comes up and around the boards. Menor able to recover. It's Crawford on it now. He's got it, fighting for it along the board. Stripped of it. Nair in front. Oh, Zelok with a shot. He's taken off the puck there just in time as Danville trying to score early here in the third.
Zelok trying to go top shelf, just coming up a little high.
Jesse Nair on it now, delivering it around the goal. He's going to try and shift this one along the boards. Almost does to Zelok, but taken away by Horvath. He sends it up the boards. Can it be kept in? No, it cannot, as Menor with some hustle play to get that one out. A little bit of a delayed offside there, just kind of an odd situation, and we'll see a face-off come of it. That one's going to come back from Jesse Nair.
Going to get some fresh legs on the ice for both teams, and because they say the Danville Dashers player did that on purpose, Nate, it'll come all the way down into the Dashers' end.
Fairly understandable. Well, we'll see the face-off here to the right of Jesse Gordichuk. Played backwards, won by Menor, and we're going to see it go again.
Yeah, I think there's a little discussion going on behind the scenes. They weren't ready for play yet.
Little chat here between Menor's bench and the officials. The call worked out in their favor, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what possibly that could have been all about, but might have been for something a little bit earlier in the play, too.
Yeah, it's very true. We might hear in the long run, but face-off here to the right of Gordichuk nonetheless. It's won by Danville and played along the boards. This one back by Menor. Stewart Dan on it. He throws one down and rattles behind the net of Gordichuk. Danville with a nice stick check to get that one out. In on that one, the newcomer, Scott Koch.
Very impressed with both newcomers to the Danville Dashers, both from Robert Morris University, and doing a good job.
Just for what it's worth, if those at home don't know, Sebastian Rango, the man in charge right now of the Menor Icebreakers, as Danville works down into the zone. Fred Hine. Or actually, that one came out to Koch. It was Mitch Atkins with the pass. I was thinking that in my head, but Fred Hine came out of my mouth.
Well, Hine was on the other side, and he would have been the recipient of any rebound. But Nussbaum hanging on for dear life to that puck. That's a good combination with the newcomer Koch out there with Atkins and Hine. That's a very active line.
Get a little magic to rub off there from Hine and or Atkins, and you're in pretty good situation here. A long stretch pass looking for Crawford. It does. A nice build-up. Menor are going to have a chance. Crawford was taken down there in front of the net, right into the goaltender, Jesse Gordichuk. And it looks like Crawford and Gordichuk are both okay. They're both going to get up. Gordichuk going to skate around a little bit. Doesn't look like anything's coming of it, but Crawford was taken down there right in front of the net as he drug the puck along.
He was kind of mugged on that play.
And it looks like it's going to come back to the center circle.
Yeah, I guess they're going to say that he is the one who initiated taking the net off its moorings, but I'm not so sure there.
It's one of those situations. It really is a gut check call here.
Oh, we're going to have a penalty shot.
Oh,
here.
yeah, we are. Okay, that's what I figured.
They do have a good call there. Okay, that makes more sense.
And it looks like we have 2 men in the penalty box, too. We'll sort that out in just a second as Isaiah Crawford taking this one now. Crawford down the right-hand side. Little deke back and forth. Keep it going. Onto the right side. Scores! Crawford with a penalty shot goal. A nice play there. A calm and easy stroll up. And it leads to the finish. And Crawford pulls one back here for the Menor Icebreakers, whose bench is in a heated discussion with the on-ice official and almost didn't realize that he scored, it seemed like. But Crawford with a nice goal there.
Yeah, we still have the guys in the penalty box from the fight at the end of the first period. So that's where
but now
we're getting another penalty.
Getting another penalty here on, it's going to be a bench penalty, I'm sure here. I didn't catch what happened in the build-up because we were watching the important thing, the goal going in. That was Crawford. He's all smiles after the goal, rightfully so, as he pulls one back here. And like you said earlier, he's had a heck of a shift tonight. And tip to him as he beat Jesse Gordichuk. Not an easy person to beat on a penalty shootout, as we've seen. Froze up the entirety of the Carolina Thunderbirds line, and safe to say they know how to score.
That was
a lot of ways.
Very good move by Isaiah Crawford to score on that penalty shot, and that was a well-deserved and a well-earned penalty shot, but a smart penalty that was taken by Danville as well, because a lot of times you won't get the penalty shot called on you. And he was going to score.
It was calm, it was collected, and it was well done. And now Danville going to look to pull one back down the right-hand side. Turner blows the tire there, but gets the pass off in front. Shot off the boards. And now we're going to be on the Jenna-Worth power play here, as going to the box is Menor.
Yeah, Lemke is going to serve the penalty.
Now Danville able to build up from behind. It's Quintos coming down the left-hand side. He loses that one and drops it back to Turner. Looked like he might have lost that one on purpose, actually, as Turner brings it back closer to the blue line, sends it around the boards here to Atkins. Atkins and Quintos there on the left side. Fred Hine in the middle. It's Atkins pressing it along the boards here. In pursuit is Stuart Daunt. And this one fought for along the boards and sent all the way back out of play.
And caught the Danville bench as it was heading down the ice. I'm wondering if that was a delay of game penalty on Menor.
We're still waiting on the update on that. I'm looking around for it, but we're going to find out eventually. Looks like it was unsportsmanlike conduct, the official ruling on Joshua Lemke.
I think they were tired of the coach making suggestions, might be the case there.
It's always interesting. We don't get the full story. As Quintos fans on a shot, comes out to the point to Turner. Turner fires a shot off the right blocker there. And just doing enough to get that one out of the way was Kent Nussbaum, but Danville threatening. Atkins picks a pass to the right, almost perfect there for Justin Browsen, but now come the other way with it, the goal scorer Crawford. Crawford got help. Dant on his right. Oh, Dant almost has a shot there. Has a nice save by Jesse Gordichuk, as Crawford felt good about that one.
Some speed from Crawford.
He's showing his legs out there. No tired legs here. It's a myth. Seth Ensor at the point. Danville looking to reset. 20 seconds left to go here or so in the power play.
Tired legs, but a lot of heart from this Menor Icebreaker team.
No doubt about that, as Quintos passes one in front of net here. Atkins trying to flip this one up. And it was saved by Nussbaum.
Pretty little play in here. He's got it again.
And all the fight in the world right now on this power play for Danville. Atkins with a nice move, gets some space, fires a shot, that one wide. Mitch Atkins, how active has he been tonight as he comes back for a shift change? Out is there Tesserero now as Denny gets this one on the corner. He's thrown off of it, and that one dumped backwards. Danville might have an opportunity. Quintos couldn't get on the other end of it. A quick thinking play there by Mark Steele is the deciding factor. Now Tesserero looking for a backhanded pass to anybody.
Good hustle by the Dashers
And
again.
dumps it down. Barakov the closest one to it, but it was picked up first there by number 11, Dominic Horvath.
Horvath with a nice move, avoiding the contact and getting the puck out of play there, getting along the boards anyway.
Nick Gullo, another hustle play there. A little shifty work with the body, and Gullo ends up with a puck here on the right-hand side. That pass blocked up, but Gullo gets it back along the boards, drops it in for Tesserero. Tesserero out in front, Gullo. Gullo holds, shot, goal!
Pretty play by Nick
Gullo gets a second.
What an active play along the boards. Managed to avoid some hits. Beautiful play, stick handling out, avoiding the defense, deking out Nussbaum, and then sending a laser beam of a shot past Nussbaum to put Danville back up by 5.
And the Isaiah Crawford goal, not offset by all means, but now the lead back for the Danville up to 5 as the Dashers take another score out of that one. Back to full strength here. A little discussion ahead of the face-off. Looks like it's Crawford and Zelok talking probably about some NHL ongoings. Waiting for the face-off here, waiting for a new puck. And we got one. We're here in the center, ready to go. It's Nair taking on Stuart Dant.
Official had a little word with Nussbaum. I'm not sure what that would have been all about.
Back on it here is Jesse Nair. Nair pulls it back. Out to Hoggood. Oh, redirected off the bar there by Patrick Zelok. Another near miss there for Danville. Hoggood.
I think it might have also gotten a body part of Nussbaum on the way to the...
Definitely looked like it. Oh, a nice stick move there by Zelok. He dumps it off to Murray. Murray going to fire this one. Nutmeg off the defender through. Trying to score. Jesse Nair wraps it around in front of goal. A nice stick check there off of Alfonso Diaz. Sees that one out of harm's way momentarily. Dumped in, trying to link up with Crawford. That one came off of the stick of Mark Steele. And Crawford hounding it down as Danville tries to come the other way with it. They retain possession. This one intercepted there. That was Alfonso Diaz again getting in the way of that pass. Zelok with it out in front of Atkins. Atkins tries to shove that one home, leaks out in front of the blue zone.
Mitch Atkins, very active all night tonight.
Out to Dominic Minaccio. Now out in front, Danville looking to put something together. Out to Nair. That's Fred Hines shooting it on. That one right into the pads of Kent Nussbaum.
Great
Another
pass.
save for him as he has a career high tonight.
Another great pass, finding Fred Hine in open ice. But Nussbaum saw that play developing, made the move side to side in perfect position and perfect vision to see and get that pass.
Hine with a dissecting pass. It was out in front, and right on it was Koch, but Nussbaum once again up to the challenge here.
Dashers just pouring it on the offense. Nussbaum just is like, you know, one of the little ducks in the arcade game, you know. Ding, ding, next shot.
49 saves for Kent Nussbaum tonight.
Oh, here
he
comes
just got
another
his
two.
50th.
Jeez.
Might have to get this guy the puck at the end of the game. 50 shots saved tonight for Kent Nussbaum.
Wow. Big, big effort by the Danville Dashers offense, putting on a show here in front of the home crowd tonight.
Menor wins the face-off and brings it around their own net here. Nussbaum watches it go by. Menor able to connect a pass here out to Nada. Nada looking to stretch the court, and instead it comes the other way, and it's Danville. Fred Hine. Hine with a shot. That one off the right blocker there and wide. On that one was Minaccio. He throws it back. And now on it's Mitch Atkins. 3 points on the night as he's looking for a fourth. Dissecting pass there to Koch over to Denny. Thrown back around here along the boards to Atkins. Atkins makes a move and gets past one out into the right side. Oh, and almost with an attempt there, Brad Denny. Mitch Atkins once again with just a beautiful pass as Fred Hine ends up with it here in the corner. Out to Denny. Denny with a shot. Trying to redirect that one was Atkins. Out to Minaccio. Down into the corner.
Great patience by Danville, almost like they're on a power play here.
It is. Atkins got that one over to Hine. It was blocked up, but off the boards comes back to Hine. Hine passed one, but couldn't get past the stick of Thomas Stewart Dant, who gets it back. A nice stick move gets him past two, and he's running down the right side. Minaccio with a nice stick poke there as that one is sent down the boards. Menor getting a shift change. Danville getting a shift change. And working it down, Tesserero to Denny. Over to Minaccio. Oh, and almost a nice pass there, but it's Blake Nada. A nice interception. He's in. Saved by Jesse Gordichuk. Rebound cleaned up by Minaccio. And Jesse Gordichuk has been very effective when called upon tonight. It hasn't been as much as normal. Well done. Nick Gullo on that one. To Browsen. Browsen throws it around. It comes back around to Gullo. Gullo fighting for it here. He's caught up there with Mark Steele, trying to get some solid possession here, but Menor still attacking here on the defensive zone. Active sticks, creating havoc. Tesserero on it. A backhanded pass almost finds the stick there of Justin Browsen, and it seems like it's been one bounce away a couple of times here from Justin Browsen, just burying another one.
Nick Gullo, again, very active behind the net.
Turner on it. He works his way in. It's the Z-Lock. Turner just able to skate his way through a couple defenders there, but Menor able to come and get it out and poke check it down the ice.
Just
Berger was hunting for it. Yeah,
no legs there for Berger.
Tired legs, and Gordichuk takes advantage and comes almost all the way out to the Servpro logo. Berger not too tired though. He's going to try and get this one in on a breakaway. Just fires high and left as Gordichuk able to do enough to come out and make that zone a little smaller, minimize the angles. And Berger goes wide and high. 11:40 left to go here in the third period. 6-1 Danville.
Dasher's off, or defense getting a little sloppy there, giving up a couple of opportunities.
Danville in on there, and that one fired wide. This one wraps all the way back around the boards, and it comes to Hawgood. To Ensor. This one a stretch pass out here. Comes down to Nair. Z-Lock and Quintos also out there on the offensive side. Played behind the net. A nice move there. That was Horvath trying to skate past. It's turned over, and Danville able to work it into the offensive zone. We're going to have a delayed offsides brought back. That's just a little too early, and a nice poke check there. Just held Danville up enough to force the faceoff.
Good effort by Quintos again, trying to create something out of nothing. What's the save total now on poor Nussbaum?
Well over 50. We hit 50 just a while ago. We'll get word here in just a second on that. Fighting for it is Koch, but Menor able to collect this one in the neutral ice, and that one's sent down into the Danville defensive zone. Jesse, it's Troy Murray working past one. He's coming down the right-hand side. Murray trying to pick up speed. He drops it off. Trying to get to it is Koch. Koch does get to it, flips it along the boards, and it comes all the way back down here to Steele. Danville able to get it back, though. Atkins on it. Atkins past one. A nice stick hold there.
Beautiful.
Atkins a backhand. That one just wide as Atkins making opportunities for himself and everyone else.
Oh, yeah. Big time effort behind the net again by Atkins, almost cashed in.
Murray juggling that one on his stick. Got a good 3 touches in it before Menor was able to take it back. Now Crawford on the right wing. Crawford with a shot off the rebound, and rebound is put in there. And coming up with it was Brendan McKenzie, who finally fires home. We were expecting him to eventually, as he has been all over the ice tonight, and Menor getting their second goal of the night.
Dasher's defense got in real deep. Hawgood all the way down below the circles. Nobody rotated back out. That gave a great 2-on-1 opportunity for the Menor Icebreakers, and Crawford's hustle made that play. Beautiful pass over to McKenzie, and Gordichuk didn't have a chance.
6-2, 10:15 left to go here in the third period. Kent Nussbaum at 51 saves on 57 shots against.
And about another 12 that went wide or high.
And on the summary for that goal, we know Isaiah Crawford got an assist. We'll see if they credit another one here. As we have a little discussion once again, some security coming into play here. And it looks like somebody has been messing with the Menor bench and probably going to get thrown out of here. And rightfully so. I think they're telling him to move back from the glass. Odd. And the official ruling on that goal, Brendan McKenzie obviously the goal scorer, Isaiah Crawford with the primary assist, and Mark Steele getting another assist on that one. As we await the return of play here. And we're back into the action here at the center circle after that goal from Brennan McKenzie, 6-2, 10-15 left to go in the third period. And Danville winning the faceoff. Playing it in here is Barakov. Barakov taking off his skates. It's Nada taking him down and pushed into the corner here, and Nick Gullo going to try and get to it. He does. He throws one on. A nice interception there, though, by Nada, and he throws this one long into the arms of Brad Denny. Denny with a nice pass to Tesserero to Gullo. Down the right-hand wing here to Barakov. Barakov fires a shot. That one redirected off a couple bodies. Danville with it in front. Oh, to the left side, open net, off the bar.
He got it.
Oh, it went in off the inner net.
Yep.
And that's a goal.
Goal light
Nick
never.
Gullo?
Yeah, Nick Gullo with that shot. Goal light never went on, but the referee in great position to make that call.
And that's Nick Gullo's hat trick.
Nick Gullo with the heady here in front of the hometown crowd.
Nick Gullo with the hat trick.
None of the hats are making it to the ice. There was a good attempt, though.
There's one.
All right, there we go.
And Fred Hine promptly returns it.
It's not even all that cold out tonight. That's why there's a lack of hats.
That's fair. It's not cold. It's nice here in Danville for once.
Spring-like conditions for the start of meteorological spring.
Zelok with a shot. That one didn't make it as far as the net. Off the face-off. Swallowed up there with the glove of Newspot. Nick Gullo with the hat trick.
Well, I guess we know who the #1 star is going to be tonight.
Indeed we do.
That one's easy.
3 goals for Nick Gullo. Star number 2, pending where we're at right now, probably Mitch Atkins with 3 points. So we'll see how it goes down the line.
Mitch Atkins has been so creative tonight. He would definitely deserve to be one of the stars. This has been a great effort by the entire Danville Dashers club, though. Everybody active, getting a lot of good effort out there tonight on the offense. Good to see this team wake up offensively, Nate.
Yeah, it is. Nick Gullo always hustling, and hustle does get rewarded eventually, as he's got 3 goals on the night. Mitch Atkins has 2, and Justin Browsen has 1. Also scoring, Patrick Zelok. Isaiah Crawford has 1 for Menor, and Brendan McKenzie has the other, with Isaiah Crawford assisting on that, as well as Mark Steele. A couple of penalties tonight, nothing too crazy so far. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties on Menor and 3 on Danville. And right now we're heading to the third media timeout. 9:39 left to go here in the third period. Just a quick look at the total shots from tonight. 58 in favor of the Danville Dashers and 17 for the Menor Icebreakers.
I think that's called total domination of the game tonight. Menor, though, showing a lot of heart with only 11 skaters tonight.
This one thrown back behind. Brad Denny was the last one. He was touched up, and now it comes all the way back around to Minaccio. Minaccio plays it out here to Quintos. Quintos throws this one down. That one came into the glove there of Mark Steele. Now to Minaccio. Minaccio with a hard pass there, redirected into the Quintos stick. Pulling it back, Danville. On it here, Patrick Zelok out to Minaccio. Minaccio with a shot that's redirected, almost
Beautiful.
went in, but just outside of the blue zone, as just doing enough was the Menor defense, and now Crawford threatening again. That shot swallowed up by Jesse Gordachuk.
Isaiah Crawford, the player of the game for the Menor Icebreakers. That kid's legs have to be incredibly tired, yet he's still got that quickness to get the opportunities and almost cashed in again.
Good testament to the athleticism of these guys. It's impressive what they can do, especially this Menor team that is without so many players. They are down to barely full lines, I would say, if even.
2 full lines, that's about all they've got tonight.
I can't even imagine playing a game with anything less. Anyway, coming down the other end is Danville. They've got a 7-2 lead right now with 8:50 left to go, and Fred Hine looking to get on the score sheet. Coming down the right wing. He throws one through the blue zone as that one comes out to Turner. Turner looking to pick a pass here. It comes off the boards and down to Atkins. Atkins trying to pick a pass. And just a nice interception there was Dominic Horvath coming in clutch again for the Icebreakers. And now come the other way with it's Henry Berger. Berger skates behind. Danville applying nice pressure here. Mitch Atkins looking to get some more points. Off the boards and touched up. Danville going to get this one back. Dropped off to Fred Hine. Fred Hine working on the right wing. A shot off the blocker there of Nussbaum as Fred Hine tried to go top shelf.
And Atkins was right there, but just barely couldn't connect with that rebound.
Turner threw that one down. Nussbaum collected. It's dumped by Menner all the way back down into the defensive pairing of Seth Ensor and Logan Hawgood. It's Ensor that's going to carry it over and dump it down the boards. Nussbaum gets another stick on it. He leaves it off here as his defenseman, and that's going to be taking it out, is Lemke. Losing my mind, slowly but surely. How many times do I have to say that to get it across to myself?
That's all right. Between the two of us, you started the season with the most mental ability anyway. The bar is set pretty low on that, I might say, though.
More off here into the corner.
Real impressive thing is Menner's only got 2 sets of defensemen tonight.
That was a rocket of a wrist shot there by Justin Browsen that got swallowed up by Nussbaum.
Just continuing to add to his record performance of saves tonight. Hard to believe we're talking about an impressive performance when 7 have ended up behind him, but this could have been like double-digit scores easily.
Won by Danville and played out to Murray. Murray skates back again, looking for a pass. Ends up finding one here. It's Barakov. That one comes out to Browsen on the point. A nice pass there trying to find Tesserero in the corner. Tesserero drops it off. Barakov trying to hunt it down. He gets to it. This one came out really close there to the right stick of Nussbaum as Danville applying pressure. Murray, a shot that doesn't get quite as far as the goal. Redirected up and over. Out to the point here to Hawgood, a shot. That one right and blocked away by Nussbaum.
Crawford doing a good job of clearing the zone again.
Hawgood on this one. Hawgood skates this one through, dumps it down to Murray. It's intercepted there by Berger, but turned back over. Men are able to get a stick on it. Instead, it's Nair come the other way. Nair in, Nair shot saved by Nussbaum.
Didn't get a lot on that shot, but Nussbaum doing a good job not giving up the rebound because, again, Zylak was flying in to the middle, right in front of the net, ready to pounce on that rebound, but Nussbaum holds on again.
This one won by Danville. That one played out and around and off the boards, and somebody's going to get a souvenir. We're going to regroup here. Looks like it's going to come out into neutral ice. Face off here to the far right of Nussbaum. And played down into the zone behind him. Now carried behind the goal and back into the possession of Menner. A nice stick check there. We'll see if they kept it onside. Instead, it's turned over. They won't have the chance. Quintos with Browsen with him. Browsen almost got a stick on that one, which was Jesse Nair down there. Back out to Denny. Denny throws one up. That's to Quintos. Quintos got some space. Looking to pick a pass. He's got Zelok down there, as well as Jesse Nair. Nair with some nice work to pull that one back. He drops it off. Danville pressing in front of net now. Trying to get a set up here. It comes over to Minaccio. Minaccio has shot that one, trying to be redirected by Nair. Instead, it's going to come all the way around, and Brennan McKenzie's going to touch it out of the zone. 5:49 left to go here in the third. Danville with some building offensive pressure here. A nice backhanded pass by Quintos close. As he was looking for a beauty of a pass, but a nice interception there by Mark Steele. It's a benefit of experience as this comes back behind to Ensor. Ensor, a nice pass out there to Atkins. Atkins looking to drop this one off as he skates it around, finds some space. A shot that was redirected so hard it took the stick out of the hands of one of the players. Atkins in front. That one blocked away by Nussbaum. Hine on it now. In front of net, Danville really pressing. Taken off as Alfonso Diaz doing a job down there. Now it's in the hands of Blake Nida. That one's out to Hine. Hine broke a stick there on that one, it looked like, and flubbed on that, but instead turned over. Not a whole lot of substantive possession here with 4:45 left to go in the third period. 7-2 in favor of the Danville Dashers. Hawgood with it behind the net now.
Yeah, the fatigue really showing on the legs of the Menor Icebreakers right now.
Turner with a nice move to get past a couple. He's got it. He skates back around and looks to pick a pass. He's on the point, fires a shot, redirected there. In there was Koch looking to grab it, but instead it comes out to Menor, who throw it down the ice. 4:16 left to go here in the third as Fred Hine has it here. A little pass behind Ensor.
It's been a while since we've seen Fred Hine score a goal at home.
Seth Ensor on it here behind the net. Ensor passes it out to the left. Turner. Turner looks to throw this one down the right-hand side. It's chipped up by Tesserero behind the net and played behind Nussbaum as men are looking to win this one back. Doing a shift out there. Mark Steele and Alfonso Diaz have been very active. That one redirected almost on by Gullo.
That was almost number 4.
Gullo trying to look for his fourth. This one played all the way back down the boards to Murray. Murray fires a shot off the leg there. That one was a hard shot. Came off the leg of Corey Mail and back to the Danville Dashers. Nick Gullo on it now. Gullo picks a pass. That one almost found Hawgood cutting in. Now able to come the other way is Menor. A pass there just out of the reach of Crawford. And all the way back in front of Gordichuk, a dangerous situation. He has to cover it up. Barakov laid a little bit of a hit there to kind of delay that one, but Gordichuk had her covered the whole way through as pressing in was Corey Mail. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Jesse Gordichuk. 3:20 left to go in the third period, and that one won by Menor and played out to the point. Horvath. Horvath carries, passes in, and it's back to Horvath here in the corner. Passing back out to the point. A shot from the point, redirected, gloved out of the air, Jesse Gordichuk. That one, Henry Berger fired a rocket in there.
This is the longest time we've seen the puck in the offensive end for the Menor Icebreakers all third period. They have been playing most of this game down the other end of the ice. Most of this third period.
Tired legs and a depleted staff will do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
As this one thrown down into the center ice, Danville going to have an opportunity if they're quick. It's Quintos on it. Quintos with a shot. Rebound is out in front and dispelled nicely there by Henry Berger, who has done a shift on both sides of the ice so far. Now Menor coming the other way with it. A little sustained possession here for the Icebreakers. Brad Denny with a nice poke check. It gets it out to Zelak. Zelak brings it back. That one comes out to Stuart Daunt. And now he's got it here on the right side. 2:32 left to go. Played out in front of Stuart Dant. Now touched up there by Atkins. Atkins almost had an opportunity to run with it. Instead, it comes out to Fred Hine. It's batted away before he can get there. Kept onside, though, by Menor, and now pressing Danville. Played back behind here. Menor with it. Alfonso Diaz had it. He passed it off there to Henry Berger. Berger looking for a pass, killing a little time here. 2:08 left to go in the third. A long stretch pass there, looking for the stick of Stuart Don, but it's sent back down into their defensive zone. A long stretch pass here does find Nada as he's looking to build through the wing.
Ensor with a big hit.
He's laid several big hits so far tonight. Another one there as Mitch Atkins taking off the puck.
Yeah, and they're going to get a little feisty there along the boards.
Ensor coming back.
Oh, there we go.
Ensor wants a round two as this one comes back in and is sent down the ice. 1:36 left to go here in the third period.
Blake Nada wanted nothing of Seth Ensor, and I don't blame him.
Atkins with the shot. Almost has it in here. He was open front of net just by the hodgepodge of bounces. It looks like Jesse Gordichuk going to get to this one first and send it up along the boards. Crawford going to have an opportunity. That one wide right as he almost put a one-timer in courtesy of Jesse Gordichuk. Instead, Danville come the other way. Oh, a nice touch up there. Coming down the other way is Koch. Koch just high. He almost bags his first. Oh, a nice pass there came out for Fred Hine, but a little bit of a dilemma. Nobody in front of net. Now Menor coming the other way with it through Mark Steele. Steele a shot to the left of Gordichuk. Still 7-2 Danville. Fred Hine throws this one through. That one came out to Turner. Koch looming past the red line. He's going to get a shift change.
Turner's just happy to take some time off the clock, down to 45 seconds.
Looks like it 43 here as he looks to pick a pass. A stretch pass comes out to Nick Gullo. Gullo on it now looking to pick one across the ice here to Tesserero, who gets one. Looks like he's going to just send this one down along the boards, though, behind the net of Kent Nussbaum. It comes out in front to Gullo. Gullo plays this one along the boards. He's tripped up there a little bit. Alfonso Diaz, another nice defensive shift as Tesserero on drops it off. A shot there comes off the stick of Justin Browsen, but back to the Menor Icebreakers. And with about 15 seconds left, any offense that's going to come is more than likely than not going to be from them as they're playing keep away here. Nick Gullo not calling it quits, though. He's hounding that puck like a dog for a bone with 3 seconds left. We're going to run the clock out.
The ever-ready bunny, Nick Gullo, not happy with a hat trick. He wanted to get his fourth.
And Danville takes a 7-2 win here at home on Sunday afternoon, now Sunday evening, against the Menor Icebreakers. Nick Gullo with the hat trick, the oncoming first star. Mitch Atkins with a couple of points as well. Justin Browse and Patrick Zelak all netting here tonight at the David S. Palmer Arena. A nice night here for the Dashers against a depleted Menor Icebreakers staff who put in a valiant performance. Guys like Isaiah Crawford and especially Kent Nussbaum in front of the net, who just had a heck of a challenge here against a creative, a tough, and a fast Danville team that was out there on the ice tonight.
Just wanted to come out and win the third period, and they did a good job of doing that. So Menor Icebreakers showing a lot of heart tonight. Only 11 skaters, 4 defensemen. Cannot imagine how tired they're going to be on that ride back home to Menor, Ohio.
No, I cannot imagine, that's for sure. Well, looking at the 3 stars for tonight, it seems more likely than not that Danville going to sweep the 3 stars.
Sweep.
Mitch Atkins,
Crawford
Nick
could come
Gullo.
up with one. I think it's going to be a
on the road.
hometown
it's a
sweep.
stretch, so I'm going to go with that. Tesserero actually ended up with 3 points, as well as Mitch Atkins and Artem Efimov Barakov. So it'll be interesting. 4 guys with 3 points, but for me, Nick Gullo first star, Mitch Atkins second star, chipping in 2 goals, and then either a toss-up between Tessie and Barakov for the third star. The third star.
Yeah, Isaiah Crawford, though, what a game for the Menor Icebreakers. That kid showed incredible hustle all game long, even though he had to be worn out going into the third, showing great acceleration, able to draw that penalty for a penalty shot and cashing in. Outstanding performance by him, Berger, very impressive. Just a tough time for the Menor Icebreakers. That's the 11th loss in a row for them, Nate.
They've got some grinders on that team, that's for sure. It'll be interesting, like we said earlier, to see how it happens coming down the stretch here. But it is going to be A.J. Tesserero getting the third star.
One of the fan favorites. I think that's a good
season
call.
return to Danville. Mitch Atkins going to get the second star. And Nick Gullo going to get the first star.
Yeah, those first 2 were easy to predict. Mitch Atkins impressive in the points, but also impressive in all the opportunities that he produced tonight. Nick Gullo cashing in 3 times, but that's only the small portion of what he did out there tonight as well. Total dominant performance by the Danville Dashers offense, and they're going to send this crowd home happy on a Sunday night.
That's exactly what you needed against a team like Menor that was playing with such a short staff. And a good win here for Danville nonetheless. You can only play against the opposition that shows up, and in that case, they played, and they played well. Those 2 teams meeting here in Danville. Menor moves on to Thursday. They'll play Elmira on the road in a Thursday-Friday series, as they will not play again over the weekend. They will, however, be hosting the Delaware Thunder back on Sunday there. And Danville moving on to play Danbury on the road on Friday, Saturday, and not Sunday, but they will be back after that here at home for a 3-game stretch against the good guys from the Columbus River Dragons. That'll be almost a homecoming of sorts, as we see some familiar faces coming back with them as well. That'll be a lot of fun. That weekend will be a couple of good games.
Very impressed by the newcomers here tonight, Nate. Great effort by Scott Koch on offense, almost cashing in with his first goal of his career. And what a great effort by Dominic Menascio on defense. Good physical presence. We expected that. That's what Coach said we would see from him, but some really good plays on the offensive end as well. 2 very strong additions here down the stretch.
Well, we're going to go here, and that's going to about do it from us. The hockey's over. You probably don't want to listen to us for too long. You've already had to deal with that long enough. So we'll see you again here in a few weeks. We'll be back right here on the Danville Dashers Broadcast Network. Thanks for tuning in from everybody here at the Danville Dashers. I'm Nate Williamson for Dennis Michelsen. Have a great Sunday evening, and we'll see you again soon.